What the world needs is love, not the soft kind that sleeps in greeting cards, but the kind that stands in the doorway and refuses to move. Love that speaks when silence is safer. Love that listens past the shouting. Love that holds the trembling hands we pretend we don't see, because we are tired of winning, of proving, of tearing, of building taller walls to hide smaller hearts. So let love be loud. Let it break the cycle like thunder, not to destroy us, but to wake us. What the world needs is love, the fierce, faithful fire that says, I won't leave you behind. Another one, what the world needs is love, not as a slogan, but as a decision made in the dark. Love that shows up when apologies are hard, when pride is polished like armor, when loneliness sits at the table and nobody offers it a chair. We are bleeding in quiet ways, in hospitals, in classrooms, in bedrooms where I'm fine echoes like a siren. So let love be dangerous, dangerous to hate, dangerous to greed, dangerous to the old story that says we are separate. Let love cross the street, let it knock, let it stay, because the world doesn't need more noise. It needs one brave heartbeat saying again and again, you matter. Another, what the world needs is love, the kind that doesn't flinch when the room gets cold, when truth gets heavy, when hearts start slamming doors. We've mastered distance, thumbs scrolling past suffering, eyes trained to look away like mercy is a weakness. But love is not weak. Love is a storm with purpose. It tears down lies, it pulls the drowning up, it rebuilds the bones of tomorrow. Love is bread split evenly. Love is the last coat offered. Love is saying I'm sorry and meaning it with your whole life. So if the world is cracking, let love be the sound of something sacred refusing to break, because what the world needs is love, not someday, not after, now, next, and longer. What the world needs is love, not the polished kind that poses for cameras, not the kind that only visits when it's convenient, clean, and safe, but the stubborn, blazing love that walks straight into the mess and stays there with its sleeves rolled up. We've built a world of speed, fast opinions, fast answers, fast judgments tossed like stones from behind bright screens. We scroll past heartbreak as if pain is just another headline, as if sorrow has an off switch, as if the human heart can be muted. And still, somewhere a child is learning what it means to be unseen. Somewhere a mother holds her breath counting bills like prayers. Somewhere a man pretends he's okay because nobody taught him how to say, I'm not. Somewhere an elder sits in silence with a lifetime of stories and no one to hand them to. What the world needs is love that does not perform. Love that doesn't demand applause or keep score like a courtroom. Love that doesn't say, you can have me if you earn me, but instead whispers, come closer, let me understand you, because we are tired. Tired of being sharp, tired of guarding our softness like it's a secret we could lose. We are tired of winning arguments and losing each other, tired of sarcasm standing in for honesty, tired of pride calling itself protection. So let love be courageous. Let love be inconvenient. Let love be the voice that speaks up in the room when silence is easier. Let love be the hand that reaches first, not because it's deserved, but because it's needed. Let love be the patience to listen without interrupting, the discipline to stop assuming the worst, the humility to apologize without excuses, the strength to forgive without forgetting what must change. Let love be practical. A meal left on a doorstep, a ride to the appointment, a text that says, I'm here, and proves it. Let love be the kind of faith that doesn't preach from a distance but kneels beside suffering and says, you are not alone in this. And yes, let love be fierce, fierce enough to confront cruelty without becoming cruel, fierce enough to name injustice without losing compassion, fierce enough to break cycles passed down like heirlooms, the bitterness, the blame, the old wounds dressed as tradition. Because love is not fragile, love is not naive, love is not weakness in a world that mistakes hardness for power. Love is power. The power to keep a heart open when it has every reason to close. The power to choose gentleness when anger feels easier. The power to build bridges when burning them would be satisfying. So if the world is splitting into sides, into labels, into us and them, let love be the interruption. Let it walk into the middle and refuse to turn people into enemies. Let love be loud in the places we've gone numb. Let it ring like a bell through the halls of our fear. Let it remind us that every face is a universe, every stranger a story, every life a sacred thing trying to make it through the day. What the world needs is love, not as an idea, but as a daily choice, not as a decoration, but as a discipline. Not someday, not when we feel ready, not after we've been proved right. Now, because the world is hungry, because the world is hurting, because the world is waiting for someone to be brave enough to begin. So be the beginning. Be the warm light in the window. Be the first to soften. Be the first to care. Be the first to say, I see you and mean it. What the world needs is love. The kind that stays, the kind that heals, the kind that holds the line between what we are and what we could become. And if we let it, love will not only save the world, it will bring us back to ourselves.